What's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It has been a little while, but don't you worry, everything is fine over here. Anyway, good to be back. And there have been plenty of things happening in the world of Volvo and Polestar. What about the Volvo EX30 model year 25? Yes, there is already an update to it. Pretty small one though, maybe good to mention. And also EC40, EX40, what the heck? And Polestar 3 production has commenced. So, let's get started. Alright guys, so the production of the Polestar 3 has commenced in China. So not in the USA, no, that will commence later this year, but in Chengdu in the Polestar factory over there. So the first Polestar 3s are actually on their way. I kind of assume these first ones are actually like demo cars, press cars, those kind of things. But anyway, it's good news, and according to Polestar, in a press release they posted halfway this week, they state that they also expect the Polestar 3 production to commence in Ridgeville in the South Carolina Volvo Polestar factory over there halfway 2024. So that's promising, and they kind of have these two factories to serve like the Asian market, the European, and also the US or North American market. So you will probably see, just like for example BMW and Mercedes do as well, that they produce their big cars, the SUVs, so also Polestar 3 and EX90 for example in the US, and they are close to their most important market. Yeah, anyway, Polestar 3 production started in China, soon also in the US, and that means that this year we will have the first customer Polestar 3s on the road, which is good news. Then there is already an update to the Volvo EX30 model year 25, and maybe you are not aware of this. A model year in the world of Volvo and Polestar often starts, let's say, late April, halfway May, somewhere over there in the current year, and then they will name that model year 25. So this year, let's say May 2024, production of the model year 25 cars will start, which includes, of course, the Volvo EX30 being produced in China as well. Wow. But yeah, there's one small change, and that is that the EX30 badge on the C-pillar, basically at the rear of the car on the sides, similar as what, for example, the C40 and XC40 recharge models have. They have that recharge badge over there. Anyway, EX30 has the emblem over there. Well, that will be removed. It will become a gloss black part, and the EX30 will actually get a badge on the trunk of the car. Kind of what we are used to with the current cars, and also with, for example, the EM90, EX90, and the future cars to come as well. Yeah, interesting change. Classic Volvo back at it, just changing things up once again. Probably it will save cost, and it will also align production of the EX30 with the Chinese market production, because in China it's a requirement apparently to have a badge on the trunk of the car. So that EX30 badge was already going on many EX30s for the Chinese market, so I guess it's easier to just align with that, get rid of that EX30 logo on the C-pillar, perhaps save a bit of cost, because Volvo is quite good in that nowadays. And yeah, there you have model year 25 of the Volvo EX30. Oh, and speaking of EX30, I finally saw a moss yellow EX30 this week at my local Volvo dealership. Don't ask me why I was there, C40 of course. But yeah, it was interesting to see that color, but I do wonder how long it will be in production. It's quite a typical color, and what I understood is that not many customers opt for this color. So I'm kind of expecting that the moss yellow will leave the price lists pretty soon, which will be a bit of a bummer, but yeah, it's the way it is. Then there's also good news from Volvo. There is a new safety feature available, starting in Europe and then Denmark to be specific. And it's called Accident Ahead Alert. And with that, they introduce a connected safety feature in Volvo cars. And they state that for the first time, cars can alert drivers of accidents ahead directly using real-time data from a traffic management center. Basically, a car in front of you will warn you of an accident which you are maybe approaching quickly, or is some kilometers in front of you on the highway or whatnot. And of course, that's a good thing. That is Volvo, how it should be, introducing new safety features. It kind of reminds me of this connected safety thing we already have in our Volvo cars. That basically, if you have like a slippery road, your Volvo will also put that in like some kind of cloud, and then other Volvo cars in that vicinity will also get that emblem on the driver's display. I often have that for slippery roads, that's why I kind of recognize it. I used to have that both on my XC40 with the old Sensus infotainment and now also on my C40, if I recall correctly. And yeah, with this accident ahead alert, I think that's a good addition to a Volvo car as well. So, a new safety feature, always welcome. Oh, and maybe good to say, it's not only for the new Volvos, it will count for Volvos from 2016 and onwards. So that's pretty cool. You will get a nice new safety feature in your also older Volvo. And do note, it will be applicable for both the 90s, 60s and 40s series cars. 30, I am not sure, stay tuned for that. Okay, and then there's also news on the model year 25 Volvo XC40 and C40, or wait, now the newly introduced Volvo EX40 and EC40, basically to line up the model names of the electric Volvos with also the new electric Volvos like EX30 and EX90. But calm down, there is not a new EX40 or EC40, no, it's just a C40 and XC40 with a new badge on it. A new color, and also the motors, the battery motors have been improved a little bit here and there. That are the details. I will share that in a separate video on the newly introduced EX40 and EC40, so stay tuned for that if you are interested, and of course subscribe. Thank you very much. But the new EC and EX40 model year 25, so basically coming from, let's say, May onwards this year. Then whilst I was away for the past few weeks, the Polestar 4 also went on sale here, for example in Europe, in the Netherlands. And yeah, prices are quite interesting, quite premium as well. If I configure my preferred Polestar, then it will set me back about 85,000 euros, which is like $90,000 US. Which is expensive for a Polestar 4. And then I would kind of say just go for the Polestar 3, bigger car, on the SPA2 platform instead of that Geely focused platform. Nevertheless, I like the Polestar 4 a lot. I think it's a cool car and I'm looking forward to test it also this year. It will come on the road later this year, so fingers crossed I will have a go in one rather sooner than later. But yeah, Polestar 4 also on sale. Okay guys, then to finalize this update video, just quickly an update on my own cars. The XC90, our 2007 Volvo, is doing rather good, very reliable. My girlfriend actually took it to Paris already for a little trip and that went flawless without any issues. So that's a good thing for my C40 to take notes on, because that car is always, well, a bit faulty here and there. It also has been to the dealership back to address some issues here and there. I will also share more info on that in a next video soon to come, so stay tuned. Now looking ahead, plenty of exciting things are coming. In 2 weeks I'll have a go in the EX30, one here in the Netherlands, so a real customer car instead of the EX30 pre-production car I tested some months ago in Spain, in Barcelona, which was awesome of course. So I'm quite looking forward to test a real customer EX30. If you want to know specific things about the car, leave it in the comments down below and I'll get back to that, stay tuned. And besides that, soon World of Volvo, the museum exhibition conference thing, is opening in Göteborg, so I'm kind of thinking to go there as well. Perhaps I can take an EX30 or something like that there, that would be pretty cool. And as we are leaving winter behind and going into spring with nicer days, I'm also planning to do some project videos on my XC90. I got like a dash cam kit from a sponsor, so I'm planning to install that, for example, and there are some things we need to do on the XC90, lights, some interior parts here and there. So some hobby XC90 videos will also be coming, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, besides that, let me know if you want to see anything specific. If you have questions, I can make a Q&A or whatsoever. Let me know in the comments down below. That's it for now guys, a quick and brief update video. I hope you enjoyed it. It's good to be back. Thank you for your patience. And yeah, I'll see you next week, Sunday, as usual, 3 p.m. European time, in a brand new video. Bye bye.